Today's officials: referee Jonathan Braun, umpire Austin Anderson, head linesman Andrew Jones, line judge Joel Bingham, side judge Vic Tarleton, field judge Craig Oswald, and back judge David Wallace. Let's hear it for the officials.
They're literally the same. Each one of them is the same exact rule. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Garden City 27-27 and kicked a field goal and won the game with no time remaining on the clock.
That was pretty exciting and amazing. Did you mention, I was looking at something else, did you mention how much time the Badgers used to be able to get down the field?
No, I didn't.
Garden City scored with about 50 seconds remaining in the game. So the Badgers moved into field goal position in less than 45 seconds or so to be able to get in possession to kick that game-winning field goal.
Right.
A lot of changes here at Badger Stadium if people haven't made it here. They've moved the scoreboard to the north end zone, and there's a brand new building here in the south, just outside of the south end zone, that houses a classroom or two. It's a weight room facility for all of the entire campus, not just the athletes, but the entire campus. Really nice weight room facility. That was underneath the stadium, so they moved that out and into this new building. And underneath the stadium, they've improved all of the locker room facilities for the Snow College Badgers. Fantastic, brand new lockers. I mean, it looks like the NFL in the locker room. It's not quite done yet, but the lockers are fantastic.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful building, inside and out. It's going to be an amazing addition here for this program.
I thought they were going to put a camera up on top because it has a beautiful view right down through the field. And I asked if they were going to put up a net. Apparently they put up special windows that are supposed to be able to take a golf ball hit and still survive. So hopefully a football will not end up breaking it.
We were talking earlier about that because we were worried. I mean, that's not too far from the uprights to the window.
Maybe 15, 20 yards. 20 yards maybe. If
that. And that would be a tragedy, a brand new building getting a window knocked out before before the season even starts.
Right, and somebody is in the window out there. They're watching the game from there, so maybe that's where they're going to film from and not from the roof.
Yeah.
So we've got the coin toss. The Badgers only got one captain. Oh, they have two.
They've got two out there. Air Force has 4.
So Air Force Prep, the Badgers have been playing Air Force Prep for quite a few years. You never know what you're going to get with the Prep. So Air Force Prep won the coin toss. They deferred. The Badgers will take it and defend the south end zone.
Okay.
The Badgers used to play Air Force Prep. Then they started playing Air Force JV. And they really struggled against JV because there were a lot of seniors that were getting playing time against the Badgers. So then they went back to playing the Air Force Prep.
Yeah, and just a reminder that the majority of the Snow College Badgers players, they're only freshmen or sophomores since this is still a junior college.
Right.
So going up against a 4-year school like that full of seniors, that would be a challenge.
I'm with you. So the Badgers, as is tradition, they're going to start off here with the Haka.
We'll take you down to the team.
Has Eli got a picture of the Haka? He can zoom in on that.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part. That has been a tradition for a long, long time here at Snow College.
And what a fun tradition it is. I mean, the crowd here absolutely loves to watch it.
I can't remember if that started with Paul Tidwell or with Keith Uparessa, Paul Tidwell was the head coach after the Badgers won the national championship. I think he started in '86, maybe '87. And then Keith Upressa coached after Paul Tidwell, but it's been going for a very long time.
So kicking off now for Air Force is number 11, Jose Rodriguez. Air Force has taken the field, waiting for the Badgers. The Badgers are coached by Andrew Mitchell, and the Huskies are being coached by Scott Thiessen.
Andrew Mitchell played here for the Badgers.
How many years ago has that been?
I refuse to say on the grounds that he might not want anybody to know. He was an offensive lineman here for the Snow College Badgers.
Okay.
Now he looks more like Clark Kent.
That's true. That is very true.
He is very solid.
He wears the glasses and everything.
The glasses, yeah. That's just what he reminds me of. Badger uniforms, hard to see the numbers. They're wearing the gray with the orange outlined numbers.
There at the back, it looks like Jackson Higginson from Spanish Fork.
That sounds right. I'm pretty sure he's probably related to Sam Higginson that played here. Good opening.
Oh, bringing it up the field.
Breaking a tackle.
And down at the 43-yard line.
Last man to get him. I think it might have been the kicker.
Down at the 42-yard line. And the Badgers offense will take Robert L. Stoddard Field for the first time this season. How exciting is that?
Very exciting. And a reminder, the Badgers will be at home next week. It will be a day game.
Right.
It'll be the only day game of the season on the schedule so far for the Badgers, unless it is going to be hot.
It is going to be.
Matt just said it's going to be hot.
It's going to be a hot one.
It will be. And I'll give you the reasons why right after this play.
Quarterback is Braxton Kerr. He hands it off to, who was that? That was
a little swing pass that time to Weston Barlow.
Yeah.
And the Badgers are going to go with the no huddle, so I'm going to hold that thought for the Lackawanna game for a little bit.
Okay.
Badgers go no huddle and then get the play signaled in from the sidelines, and then through the signals from Braxton Kerr gives it to the rest of the players.
Here's Kerr. With the throw to Wembley Miley. With the throw to Wembley Miley.
To St. Francis High School in Hawaii.
Third down, 4 yards to go. Setting
an important third down. The Badgers have struggled a little bit offensively. They really need to get something going early here.
And they have it.
Into Husky territory, down to about the 40-yard line.
The tackle there by Connor Boutreau from Calabasas, California.
Yeah, that's going to cost the Badgers. Whole right side moved early that time.
False start.
So the reason the Badgers are playing an afternoon game, Lackawanna from Pennsylvania is the opponent. They scheduled their plane tickets for leaving Saturday night to go back home. So the Badgers accommodated that and moved the game to an afternoon game so they could be done and get to the airport on time.
Right.
So an illegal procedure moves the Badgers back, 1st and 15 now.
Just a reminder, that game will begin next Saturday at 1 p.m. And you can tune into that live on this YouTube channel.
Braxton Kerr with the keeper.
And
he was stood up right at the line, but boy, a big push by the offensive line, and Braxton Kerr, it gets him 3 yards.
And he's up. He's up, luckily enough. Looking for the call from the sidelines.
Empty backfield for Kerr.
2nd and 13. He's got 5 receivers lined up there. And an interception.
He's picked off. That was a problem last week. Braxton Kerr was picked off 4 times last week.
That was Camby Goff with that interception. He is from Reynoldsburg, Ohio. And that was I don't know how to describe that. That was just a bad look.
Yeah, he didn't ever look off the receiver, had his eyes on the receiver the entire time, and defender just stepped right in front of it.
And got that ball right out of his hands. So the Huskies will take the field, and their quarterback is Ben Britton from Waco, Texas. Set up with one running back in the backfield.
Hand off to the wing back. Not much of a gain, maybe a gain of a yard. I think you're going to see a lot of ground game here from the Huskies.
Yeah, that was, let's see, that was Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown with the carry there, gain of a yard. The ball is on the Huskies' own 48-yard line. Same formation. 3 receivers, 1 running back. And he is met by a wall. Somebody lost their helmet. That looks like it was, let's see, Tony Mafaleo.
Tony Mafaleo, yep.
Tony Mafaleo.
So he'll have to come off for a play. Quarterback that time on the option decided to keep it. Maybe a good play because the running back was pretty well covered. Turns it upfield and gains 2 yards, so 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Badgers lined up here in a 4-3. With the toss back and the tackle.
The Badgers read that perfectly. Yes, they did.
And that was the tackle by C.J. Murray, defensive line out of Syracuse, Utah.
I think Trace Tupe was in on that as well from the linebacker position.
Yeah.
And that's going to force a punting situation right at midfield.
Right at midfield. So back to receive for the Badgers is Bryce Hampton.
And the deep man for the Badgers doing just what he should, standing with his feet on the 10-yard line. If it goes over his head, he'll let it go. Otherwise, he'll signal for a fair catch, I would assume.
I would assume so as well.
High end-over-end kick.
No fair catch. And knocked out. Touchdown. Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't think he had possession.
That was.
They're going to talk it. Oh, they're giving it to him.
Is that?
I didn't think he had possession.
I don't think so either, but we'll see what the final call is.
Now they're saying touchback.
Touchback.
That's
a break for the Badgers there.
I agree, but here's what I really like about this. The one referee signaled a touchdown, but they got together and they talked it over to decide what was the right call, and I think they came up with it. And I wouldn't even have had a problem if he said touchdown afterwards. I'm really glad they got together and talked it over.
Yeah, if you didn't see, there were 3 referees down there discussing it. So the Badgers will line up at their own 20-yard line.
Should be. Yeah. But they're talking this over too, and I'm glad they are.
All 6 referees.
Is it going to go to the 20-yard line, or are they going to mark it where he muffed the punt?
A safety.
How is that a safety when we didn't recover it?
I don't know. I do not know. But that is a tough break for the Badgers. So the Huskies take a 2-point lead.
Okay.
So for our viewers who may not know, a safety is when somebody with possession is tackled in their own end zone.
Right. So I guess they're saying because we fumbled it out of the back of the end zone, same thing. I guess it'd be like a punter taking the snap and stepping out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
So the Badgers are going to end up kicking this away from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a safety is worth 2 points, and the team that scored gets the ball.
Right. So we've got a baseball score right now. Air Force JV 2, Badgers nothing.
Kicking for the Badgers is that Braxton Kerr? Looks like number 15.
If it is, we've got 2 15s. I think it's, the announcer said it, Weimer.
Weimer. Bunker Weimer.
Yeah, it's 8:85.
85 instead of 15.
Low kick is going to be taken, still on his feet, trying
Still
to break it to the
at
outside.
midfield and taken down.
That was a big hit that time by Trace Toupe.
Yeah. That was it. He went right in there and got on top of him. So the Huskies will start from the Badgers' 46-yard line.
Tough break for the Badger defense, right back on the field again.
Yeah. The Badger defense stopped the Husky offense on their first third down to see if we can keep them. And there's a first down.
Big hole.
That was a big play. Number 29 out of Air Force Academy Prep, Colby Ham.
Tackle was made by Gerald Wilbon out of Mesa, Arizona for the Badgers.
Lots of out-of-state players for the Badgers. Lots of out-of-state players.
That's been one of the changes over the last 10 years or so for Badger football.
Badgers have really built up an amazing program here and have begun to be able to recruit big time out of state. Badgers stopped him about 5 yards short of his first down, so it'll be 2 and 5. You can probably hear through the microphones, we are immediately behind the pep band.
Right behind him.
Right behind the pep band.
2nd and 5 for Air Force. Again, same formation. You're not going to see a lot of changes from Air Force. You get to see a lot of looks out of the same formation. And that's going to be awfully close to a first down at the 20.
Called, let's see what they call, if that's 3rd and inches or 1st and 10.
They're moving the chains.
They're moving the chains.
So that puts the Huskies into the red zone for the first time against the Badgers.
Close enough for a field goal, I would assume. Badgers really got to get a turnover here.
Micah Davis and Jordan Guidry, the two wingbacks for Air Force, behind the quarterback Ben Britton. And they send one of those wingbacks in motion, hand off to the running back.
Stop them about 5 yards. Gain of about 4 or 5.
Big offensive line for Air Force, and they've been able to, on this drive, move the Badgers defensively. As you mentioned, the Badgers held them 3 and out on the first possession, but this possession they started in Badger territory. Now all the way down to the 16.
Started on a Badgers 46, so a gain of 30 yards and not too many plays, 4 or 5 plays.
Badgers need to stiffen up here.
That same formation going for the Husky offense.
Again, it's Micah Davis and Jordan Guidry on the wings, and now Air Force calls a timeout. Play clock was down to 1 second. So rather than take the penalty, good call.
Very good call, especially when you're 2 ahead and are 15 yards away from a touchdown.
Badgers on the sidelines trying to figure out what to do here to stop this option offense for the Air Force Prep Huskies. For those that don't know, Air Force Prep is on the campus of Air Force, but technically not Air Force. And it's guys that have graduated high school, maybe didn't qualify for one reason or another to get into Air Force, and they're going to Air Force Prep to get ready to be accepted by the Air Force Academy.
Right. So out of Colorado Springs.
Yep. Beautiful campus, if anybody's ever been there. It is a beautiful view.
Badgers lined up with 3 on the line and 4 linebackers. And the Huskies get through the line and out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That run by number 2, Micah Davis.
Davis did a tightrope act down the sidelines to get inside the 10.
Yeah. Davis is tearing up this offensive line from this defensive line from the Badgers. Badgers really need to stop here to stop the momentum that the Huskies have built up so quickly.
Defensive line needs to try to get some penetration to disrupt that option.
Yeah.
And back and breaking the initial tackle. Looked like it was, for the Badgers, it was Trace Tupe again that made the initial contact but wasn't able to wrap up and make the tackle.
Right.
Now the Huskies are at the 3.
3-yard line. 2 yards to go for a touchdown. Does he have it?
Yeah, I think he might.
Let's see.
It's awfully
And
close.
one referee calling a touchdown. We'll see.
Try to see who that was. I thought it was Jaden Pearson. But he's listed as a strong safety. But wasn't that the number, 39? Jaden Pearson?
That's what I think. That's what I saw as well. So Jose Rodriguez will be kicking the PAT for the Huskies.
Or maybe it was Colby Ham, 29? That would make more sense. He's listed as a tailback.
And it's through the uprights. Hits the brand new building right on the bricks. You know, that's a really devastating opening first few minutes for the Badgers.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You know, the interception, when they were moving offensively, the interception hurt them. Then the special teams mishandling and having to go out gives it right back to Air Force. Takes away any momentum that the Badgers had.
Yeah, that was.
Now they've got to regroup and try to get things going.
So now back to receive for the Badgers is Weston Barlow.
That's one of the challenges the Badgers had last week against Butler is they fell behind early, and it was problems that they had handling the ball.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So Jose Rodriguez kicking off for the Huskies here. Weston Barlow back to receive. Again, here's the Snow College pep band trying to mess up the Huskies here.
Weston Barlow out of Queen Creek, Arizona.
You know, and I know Weston. He's a great guy, really good guy, solid, and just
Barlow's going to take it at the 5-yard line.
Catches it at the 5 and passes the 20, takes it right up there, and is down at the 35.
Nice return by Barlow.
That was an amazing return, a gain of 30 yards from the point of catch. Passes the 20, takes it right up there.
So let's see what the Badger offense can do. Try to bounce back after that turnover.
Halfway through the first quarter, 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Badgers down by 9, and their offense takes the field. Braxton Kerr set up in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers.
Shama Luane, the running back.
And Luane tackled for a loss of 5.
Great defense by the Huskies. They were in the backfield. They were there at the same time Luane got the handoff.
Yeah. That offensive line needs to figure out how to keep those defenders out.
Kerr.
Here's Kerr.
Pass flushed out.
Flushed out of the pocket and runs it for a gain of about 7.
Yep. Good job by Kerr to see that everything was covered and try to get something out of it.
And he did. I mean, that was a gain of 7 on a 14-yard deficit. So here's 3rd and 8.
Again, Luane in the backfield. Badgers with 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right.
Yeah.
Kerr.
Looking to the left.
Got a man.
Throws it to 81. And that is Sirquan Hawkins.
Flag on the play. That's probably in the area where we're going to see a holding.
Yeah. We'll see what the call is.
Badgers are short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th and a little less than 3 if Air Force decides to decline the penalty.
We'll see what the call is.
The offense is still on the field. They might go for it. Oh, that's even worse. Not holding a chop block.
That is devastating. So the chop block call is on Mitch Nelson out of Heber, Utah.
Oh, they declined the penalty.
They declined that penalty.
Well, the Badgers kept the offense on the field like they weren't going to punt it.
But now here
With
comes the punt team.
Yeah, with the penalty, then they came off.
Yeah.
But they declined the penalty, so I agree. Punt it away. Let's play a little bit of field position here.
Yeah, let's see if this defense can stop the Husky offense momentum that they've built up.
Number 7, Jordan Guidry.
High snap. Thank goodness Guidry, the punter, is tall.
That was Bunker Weimer, the punter. And, oh my goodness.
Special teams again, having trouble.
A great run by Jordan Guidry. That sets up the Husky offense on their own 44. That was Bunker Weimer, the punter.
My
Goodness.
Special teams again, having trouble.
A great runner.
So the Huskies good field position.
Great starting field position. Badgers line up with 3 on the line and 4 linebackers.
Boy.
Flag down on the play.
Hand off to the big running back that time. That's Jeremiah Palatia from Decatur, Washington.
The tackle there by Shad Pulsifer from St. George, Utah.
Boy, I've seen half a season go by with no chop block calls. We've had two.
Two in a row.
2 in a row, basically.
2 in a row.
Yeah.
One on both teams. So that sets the Huskies back to first down and 25 yards.
Yeah.
Quarter of the field to make up in not too much time.
Back to the 29-yard line.
The Huskies sure like that one fullback formation. The
Badgers.
tackle there by Badgers number 18, Wes Wright.
Again, that's Palatia on the carry. Gain of 3, maybe?
It may be 4. Gain of 4, so second and 21. Wes Wright, a local boy out of Manti, Utah, only about 10 miles away from here. Your hometown.
My hometown. Who was it?
Wes Wright, number 18.
First pass coming up for the Huskies.
And he is sacked.
Doesn't going to get it off. Jeremiah Eremia.
Ben Britton sacked there for the first time this game.
Eremia from Hurricane on the sack. Well, good job by the Badger defense to make up for the mistake, as it were, from the special teams given the big return. They've been able to pick up that penalty, now a sack, a short run, and looking at third and very long here. Big defensive play for him to stand up, maybe get the ball back for the Badger offense.
Yeah. And if held him first down, it was first and 25, then it was second and 21, now third and 27, and the Badgers stop them.
Good job defensively once again by Jeremiah Eremia.
So special teams will take the field here. Badgers will hopefully get a great field position here. Back to receive for the Badgers is Wembley Miley. I struggle with a few of these names.
Miley's going to stand about the 33-yard line. Long time to get the kick away. It's going to be fielded.
Catches it at the 29 and dropped it again.
This time he picks it
up. But he picks it up and fakes out the defense. He goes. He's still up. Breaking tackle after tackle. Finally tackled at the Badgers' own 42.
We might want to have somebody else catch the ball, then give it to Miley, and then let him run. because once he has the ball, he's good.
You know, that first drop, though, was by Bryce Hampton, I'm pretty sure. He's still up. Breaking tackle. Wembley Miley with a gain of about 13 there. Badgers have great field position to start off this possession.
Starting at their own 42. Handoff right up the middle. I don't think that was Shama Luane, was it? He's the one that's been in there.
That was.
No.
Was that not?
22 is Sione Molisi.
Yes.
From East High School. A freshman running back for the Badgers. And then we get an illegal procedure, or did somebody jump for?
We'll see.
No.
Oh, false start.
False start again.
False start. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, you pick up 6 yards, you're in good shape. 5-yard penalty.
And you're back at second and 10.
Second and 9, yeah.
Second and 9 for the Badgers here.
Molisi still in the backfield. Play action.
Here's Kerr.
Oh.
Through the hands of Wembley Miley. That was some very good defensive cover by the Huskies' Jaden Pearson.
I'll tell you, also dropping back deep from his linebacker position was Connor Betrot. He was way deep.
Yeah.
He's
Third and 9.
If he's going to drop that deep, the Badgers might want to try to drag somebody across the middle underneath.
Here's Kerr. Here is Kerr. Sliding. Did he have it?
No, he started his slide near midfield, so it's going to be 3rd and about 2.
3rd and 2? 4th and 2, I think. Because that was third
yeah,
down.
You're right. You're
4th
right.
and 1. 4th and 1. No, 4th and 2. Sorry. And the Badgers will bring out their punt team.
Coach Mitchell not real happy.
No, he is not. The Badger defense will take field after this, and after that amazing stop out on their last possession, we'll see what the defense does against this Husky offense.
Well, they stopped that.
Is that
play.
a flag down on the field?
I don't see a flag.
Oh, it's down at the north end zone.
Oh, that gives the Badgers a first down. Oh,
First down, Badgers.
What a tough break. The Huskies had illegal formation or too many men on the field. I didn't catch which.
What a lucky break for the Badgers.
That's huge.
That is luck right there.
So that puts the ball into Husky territory at the 45-yard line and a new set of downs.
You know, the hard thing about these gray uniforms for the Badgers, I can't tell. There are some dark spots, and I can't tell if it's the fabric or if it's just sweat, and it's a little disgusting to me.
Well, it is a hot, late summer night.
Yes, it is. A beautiful, almost cloudless night here in Ephraim.
Pickup of just 1 yard that time by Sione Molisi.
Kerr in the shotgun, and he hands it off. No, he kept it and threw it to Ron Tiavasue.
Short gains, though. One yard gain on the running play, 1 yard gain on the pass play. So now the Badgers looking at 3rd and 8.
We'll see what the Badgers can do on 3rd and 8. They have 3 on the left flank and 3 receivers on the left flank, 1 on the right, 1 running back.
That's Molisi back with Kerr.
The Huskies set up with 2 tackles, 2 ends, and 3 linebackers.
Kerr in trouble, throws it late, incomplete. Intended downfield for Tejuan Palmer.
And that was a Huskies Keon Martin diving for the interception there.
Badgers are really just struggling to get anything going on offense at all.
Yeah.
The first drive was going well, threw the interception, and since then they've really struggled to get any kind of momentum and anything going. Same thing happened last week with Butler. They really struggled.
The only breaks that they've been getting are penalties.
Right.
And that's been helping them out big time. They had the chop block, then the illegal formation. And so here's the punting team out.
Bunker Weimer.
And
bad kick.
High and short. goes out at about the 27-yard line.
Another late flag comes in. It'll be interesting to see who this goes against. There was a Badger and a Husky going at it right near the line of scrimmage. And we'll see what happens coming up here.
We'll listen for the call.
And they're talking to the Air Force prep. Holding against the Badgers.
Against the Badgers. 10-yard penalty?
Well, they're going to enforce this after the kick. So this could be a net 8-yard punt. Not much. Weren't they at about 45?
Yeah, they were.
So this
They were.
about an net 8-yard punt.
That is not an amazing punt for the Badgers. So the Huskies from their own 37-yard line with 19 seconds left in the first quarter.
Hand off to the fullback once again.
Badgers just shut that down. Gain of about 2 yards.
And that's Tyler Brown from Largo, Florida on the carry. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Are we going to get another play here before the end of the quarter?
We'll see.
Air Force come up to the line, but they're not in much of a hurry here.
No, they are not. They have time to spare.
They've got 4 players walking off the sideline, so I'm guessing they're not going to run a play.
There's the end of the first quarter.
Badgers trail 9-zip.
9-zip after a devastating safety and an interception that was carried down for a touchdown. Hard first quarter for the Badgers.
Well, the good news as we change ends of the field is they don't have to go very far.
That is very good news. And the other good news is we can see the Badgers' end zone now. We have this building in our way blocking the north end zone.
Well, we're not really high on the priority list, so we don't get to be in the press box.
No, we do not.
I'm just glad they actually put a flat floor for us.
Yeah. And we get the pleasure of listening to the pep band all night long.
And in motion for Air Force. There's the pitch.
And tosses that back to Huskies number 2, Micah Davis.
Davis picks up maybe 2 or 3 yards. I think just 2.
Yeah, not a very big run for the Huskies. 2-yard gain.
Badgers doing a much better job on these last couple of possessions by the Huskies on shutting down the option.
Yeah, so 3rd and 6 for the Huskies.
So the Huskies break out of that traditional formation that they go with. Now they've got 3 wide receivers, only 1 wing back, and then the fullback.
This is the first offensive play where the Huskies have not been in that same position, that same formation.
But they still hand it off.
And that was a handoff. It was handoff to Tyler Brown, but he is stopped almost immediately. Gain of maybe 2, so here comes the Huskies punt team, and the Badgers will get the ball again.
Well, kudos to the Badger defense. They've made the adjustments they need to make to be able to start stopping that option.
Yeah. Now it's time for the offense to do the same thing.
Exactly. So 4th and call it 4 from the 43-yard line.
Back to receive is Wembley Miley. And
they kick it away from him and down the sideline.
Goes out of bounds. They call it down at the 20-yard line. Excuse me, the 25-yard line. So here are the Badgers from their own 25. Not an amazing field position, but hey, it's something. Here's Kerr with the throw to Wembley Miley. He gets out of bounds. Gain of That looked like almost a first down.
That was a short pass, and then get the ball into Miley's hands and let him work his way up the field. So just short, gain of 9.
Gain of 9, so it'll be 2nd and 1.
Air Force is playing way off of him. They'll keep doing it.
And that's
a first down.
Same play, Kerr to Miley, and Miley gets the first down. That's a promising first set for the Badgers.
Well, as long as the defensive backs are going to play 15 yards off of Miley, that's a good pass. Get it out there to him quick. Let him make a move.
He will run all over them all day long. And that was Ron Tiavasue. It was in his hands, and then looks like he almost threw it out.
I don't think he caught it with his hands and it went off his shoulder pads.
Yeah.
You got to look that right into your hands and hold on to it. Huskies showed blitz.
Badgers looking to the sideline for a change.
Now the defensive back drops way back.
Oh my goodness, that is a beautiful run. It looks like Cesar Warren.
I think you're right.
Cesar Warren for a gain of, what was that? 20 or 25.
Just a little under 20, 18.
18.
Play
Kerr
action.
looking deep.
Nobody open. Kerr's rolling out to the right. Now throws
it out of bounds.
Yep.
Good look by Kerr. Don't look for the sack and just don't throw an interception.
Yep.
The Badgers offense is doing really well here in this possession. First time that they've been able to build up some momentum. Here's Kerr. Kerr keeps it for the run. Gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 7. Gain of 3, excuse me. Gain of 7. So 3rd and 7. Here we go. Kerr with 2 receivers on either side. Nearly sacked, and he falls out of the pocket, goes down and runs it out of bounds.
Short of the first down, but they might go for it here.
4th and 2. 4th and 2. We'll see what they do. Oh, excuse me. 4th and 5.
Closer to 4, yeah. Kerr with a single setback on 4th down.
Single setback and 2 receivers on either side. The Badgers have really been doing well with that pass play so far in this game. The Huskies favoring more of a running game.
Oh, what a great catch.
That was an amazing catch by Badgers number 11, Ron Tiavasue. For the first down. Went for it on 4th. What a risk, and it pays off for the Badgers.
That was a good throw by Kerr. It was the only person who was going to catch it was Tiavasue, and they came up with it.
So from the Huskies' 32-yard line. Oh, what an amazing! Oh, right over the defender, and that.
Is that Shama?
That was Shama Luwani. An amazing run. Jumped right over that defender.
You know what? And if I'm the defender seeing Shama Luwani come at me, I'm getting low, and then Luwani just went right over the top.
Yes, sir.
Shama, 6 foot, 227-pound running back.
Shama Luwani
still
again.
On his feet.
Still on his feet.
Down near the 10.
For a gain of
9. Give him 9.
Gain of 9. Gain of 9. What an amazing running back Luwani has been. The Badgers in the red zone for the first time this game.
Luwani comes out, and Sione Molisi comes into the ball game.
Kerr has 1 running back set back, 3 receivers on his left and 1 on his
nice
right.
Play. I like
what
that
an
play.
Amazing play.
Oh, Molisi's into the end zone.
For a touchdown, Badger touchdown.
A little delayed draw that time. Kerr came back, was looking like he was going to make a pass and just snuck it around and handed it into Molisi. Molisi makes it into the end zone. Nice run.
Great run.
Milwaukie does all the work to get it down there. Malisi gets the touchdown.
What an amazing possession, going from their own 25-yard line to the end zone.
Now that's got to perk up the Badger offense a little bit, give them some hope.
You know, they're finally figuring out what they got to do in order to get their offense and their defense going.
Extra point is good, hits off the brick building.
So now the Badgers trail by 2, and it is 9-7. It's cooled off here in Ephraim pretty quick.
Feels good.
It feels real good.
It's nice once that sun goes down.
Oh, yeah.
But again, next week, 1 o'clock kickoff time. Bring your umbrellas.
Bring your umbrellas.
Sunscreen.
Not for the rain, but for the sun.
A big hat. Nice to see the Badgers get back on the board here.
Yes, very nice. And this crowd is energized after that amazing possession by the Badgers. Looking for another stop and another score. Kicking for the Badgers now is Jose Pisano from Lehigh, Utah. An amazing kick.
Nice high end over end kick, taken at the 5 to the 20. And
25
spins to the 25.
Down at the 25 or 26. That was Micah Davis with the carry there. Davis has been a great running back for the Huskies this game.
Huskies, 1st and 10, at their own 26.
Here are the Huskies.
And off to the fullback, not much there.
Finally taken down. Not much, maybe a yard, if that. This Badger defense is all over finally.
Well, you got to stop that the halfback first. You can't ignore him. That's where the Huskies have been most successful, is handing off to that halfback, because the Badgers are keying on those wing backs that are going in motion.
Mm-hmm. So 2nd and 9 for the Huskies. Their own 27-yard line.
Badgers showed blitz right in the middle of the field. Now they back out. There's the handoff to the fullback again.
And again, another stop almost immediately. Gain of 2.
Colby Ham that time on the carry for the Huskies. 3rd and 6.
Third and 7.
This is where they take one of those wing backs and split him out. He's split to the left, so they got 2 wideouts left. Still got the wing back on the right side.
Ben Britton underneath the center.
Quick pass, and it's going to be enough for the first down. Pass is caught out there by Caden Blum.
Almost ripped out by Badgers' Gerald Wilbon.
Caden Blum from Baraboo, Wisconsin. Correct me if I'm wrong, is that the first completion by the Huskies?
You know, I think you're right. The Huskies have really been going for more of a running game this entire time, and their passing game, I believe that's the first complete pass for them.
I could be wrong.
Going back to their same formation.
Hand off to the fullback, runs over the initial tackle, and this time they pick up 5 on the first option.
That
on the
like
carry was Colby Ham. Yeah. Second down and 5.
Here's Ben Britton underneath the center. 2 wings, 1 fullback, and an almost immediate stop there.
Late flag comes in. That's going to be a loss of 2, but again, a late flag, and I think we're going to see some type of illegal block maybe.
Yeah. It looks like the tackle there by Trace Tupe.
I think the Badgers will decline this if it is on Air Force.
Good idea. Tackled for
like
a loss of yard.
Another chop block.
Chop block on the Huskies.
Boy, they're going to take it. 15-yard penalty.
That sets up the Huskies for second down and long, very long.
See what formation they go into here.
Second down and 21.
Looks like they're going to go mainly with that run.
With that same running formation. We'll see. He has Britton has 1 wide receiver on his left. He's looking for him downfield.
And he is swarmed under.
Tackled.
The Badgers just collapsed the pocket that time. Britton had nowhere to go. He's going to lose 5, and the Huskies have an offensive lineman that's down.
And the Huskies have a player down on the field.
Haven't seen the Huskies run a pass play out of that formation very often.
No.
They mainly split one of those wing backs out when they're going to pass, but maybe trying to surprise the Badgers. Badgers just collapse the pocket, though.
And down right now for the Huskies is Everett Smalley from Tampa, Florida. The offensive tackle.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah. Great medical team here. Coming out to check him out.
Gary McKenzie and Spencer Mack, the trainers here at Snow College, but for home games they get a lot of help from Dr. Day from up at North Sanpete. And Dr. Wallentyne, who's an orthopedic surgeon, comes down. Joel Howell, that's a trainer on the sidelines. Ben Robinson's usually down there too. I think I saw him earlier.
And there's Smalley. He's standing up.
That's good news.
Very good news. Being walked off the field. You know, you really hate to see that, but in a physical game like this, it's going to happen.
Well, we hope he comes back.
Hope he comes back.
3rd and long.
Third and a mile. 3rd and 25. For the second time this game, the Huskies are 3rd and long. The Badger defense struggled there at the beginning of the first quarter, but has really figured out how to shut down that formation. Here are the Huskies.
Single set. No, they got that wing guy in there again.
They've got two receivers on the left, 1 on the right.
Under
and
pressure.
Ben Britton under pressure.
Oh, he's sacked. Lost the ball, and the Badgers didn't even look for the ball. The player that made the tackle, if he would have turned around, the ball was loose, and he could have recovered it, but still a great play.
And the tackle there by Jeremiah from Hurricane, Utah.
Great play. Could have got a fumble recovery, too, if he would have turned around.
So the Huskies punting it from their own end zone. Back to receive is Wembley Miley for the Badgers. A great runner.
Yes.
If he can catch the ball.
Very elusive. Badgers look like they might come with a block. And now we're going to have a timeout called. Play clock was running down again.
Yep.
So the Huskies take a timeout here. Badgers should end up with pretty good field position. In fact, the deep ref that watches the play clock had thrown the flag.
Yeah.
But I think he had got the timeout just before.
I think so too. So the Badgers still trail by 2 with just under 6 minutes left till halftime. Air Force has used 2 timeouts. The Badgers have used 0. The Huskies are so deep in their own territory here that Wembley Miley, the back here to receive for the Badgers, he's standing on the Huskies' 42-yard line.
Badgers are coming. Ooh, and they
Almost
got close.
almost blocked, and it's
That
goes
put a lot-
out of bounds.
That's not a good kick. Badgers are going to have great field
amazing
position.
field position.
Have they even marked it yet?
No, they have not quite yet.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
It was the side judge that was working his way up, and I couldn't see him. They
Going-
mark it at the 35-yard line, so the Badgers, if they can't get a score out of this,
that's, yeah.
they need this score to keep that offensive momentum going. Badgers going with 2 men in the backfield, Shama Luane and Weston Barlow now.
But I'll tell you what, you get the ball in the hands of Luane, and he's going to score. Oh, there goes Kerr
Hey,
for a gain of about 7 or 8.
that was a great play by Kerr. It was an option play. He put it in the belly of Barlow, but he saw the defense had collapsed on it. He pulled it right back out and got 6 yards out of it. Great play by Braxton Kerr.
Amazing gain, about 6.
Kerr.
So here's Kerr.
Over the middle, got a man open.
Got a man.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Badgers!
Wembley Miley, I think, on the catch. Wasn't
Yes.
it?
Or was that Ron Tiavasue?
I think it's Miley. No, it's not even either one of those. I thought it was.
Those Badger uniforms, they are hard to read the
I'm
number
having
from
a
this
hard
far
time
up.
seeing it.
This far up.
Who did they give it to? McCoy? Keyshawn McCoy?
Keyshawn McCoy, I think you're right.
My apologies. Keyshawn McCoy with the touchdown. And that one's on top of the building. Extra point is good.
Extra point is good.
Badgers lead at 14-9. First lead of the game for the Badgers, and it comes at 5:21 remaining in the first half.
Hopefully we have an extra football so nobody has to get up on the roof of that brand new building.
I think somebody's got to go up there. They've got to have stairs going up there somewhere.
Hopefully.
I'll check with Gary McKenzie.
So the Badgers finally up for the first time this game, 14-9. Finally, some Badger momentum built up, and they are all over the Air Force Academy prep. You know, Gary, what a fun game to watch. This has been a thrilling game so far, and we're not even halfway through.
Yep. It's good to see a game here at home, quite honestly. And, you know, I was against night games, to tell you the truth, but this is a great field to play on at night. It's cooled down. It's not so hot. It's a great night for football.
Badger Stadium is packed here. Standing room only, it looks like. And a great kick.
Taken at the goal line.
Taken at the goal line, and is Micah Davis with the return there.
He's got the corner. He's out to the 30, 35, and out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Yes, sir. Good return by Micah Davis. Oh, yeah.
Somebody's on the roof.
Somebody's
getting the
up there.
Taken at the goal line. Micah Davis.
We were saying earlier that this brand new building over here is the new athletic center for all of Snow College, not just the sports, but for all the students. Beautiful weight rooms, classrooms, everything. But there's no net to protect it, so they had to put in special glass for the windows that can take a golf ball hit.
Right. There's the option.
Option and taken down.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a loss of yardage.
Loss of probably 5 there.
John Eldridge is probably thinking, why are you pitching the ball to me? He had nowhere to go. But you know what? The Badgers had the handoff to the fullback stopped as well.
Yeah.
So the Badger defense has figured this out. They gave up the one drive in the first quarter, but since then the Badgers have been pretty good on stopping the Huskies.
12 seconds left. 12 seconds left on the game clock.
Eldridge in motion.
Passes it to the fullback.
I think he faked that and pitched it
Yes,
to
he did.
the wingman.
Yes, he did.
Pitched it to Eldridge, and Eldridge got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Maybe.
So 3rd and 14.
Yes, he did. 3rd and 15 looks like still. Wes Wright with the tackle there. That same local boy from Manti, Utah.
Well, still just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Defense can hold. The Badgers have another chance to put together a drive. They still have all 3 of their timeouts.
Like we were saying earlier, too, they scored 2 weeks ago against Garden City.
Oh, Badgers gave up a huge pass play.
Micah Davis with the reception.
Davis out of the backfield and all the way down to the Badger 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to actually mark it about the 27, looks like.
That is a devastating loss.
Great throw by Ben Britton.
Yeah, right to Micah Davis. Micah Davis has been really the only one that has been able to penetrate this Badger defense. The Huskies looking to the sideline for a change.
You mentioned Micah Davis. He's lined up on that right wing. And in motion is Eldridge.
And that's
the handoff to the fullback for not much.
That was Huskies Jeremiah Palladia with the run there.
Okay. Second down at 8.
Second and eight for the Huskies. Ben Britton underneath center.
Badgers showing maybe a blitz here with the linebackers. Hand off again to the halfback or the fullback. That's going to be Tyler Brown on the carry.
And
gain of about 5 or 6.
Not quite enough for a first down. Not moving the chains quite yet.
Boy, this is a big third down now for the Badger defense.
Yes, it is. If they can stop it here, they can. Badgers for a big stop here. Huskies in motion.
Well, that's going to be close to a first down.
Do they have it?
I think they do.
They may have it. We'll see if they move the chains.
They are.
They are.
Boy, you go from 3rd and long and Badgers hoping to be able to get the ball back in good field position, give up the big play. Now you're hoping just to keep Air Force from putting some points on the board.
Yeah. Hopefully holding them to just a field goal here and keep at least a 2-point lead.
First and 10. Britton. The long play call here. Hand off halfback again, and on the carry is going to be Tyler Brown. Not much.
Not much, maybe a yard or 2.
And somebody call a timeout. Badger's going to call a timeout.
Yep. So Badgers have 2 timeouts left. Air Force has 1 with 1:20 remaining in the first half.
And Air Force content to just keep running the ball and run this clock down and not give the Badgers any time.
Yeah. But like we were saying earlier, against Garden City 2 weeks ago, the Badgers were able to score with only 50 seconds remaining on the clock. So we'll see what they can do.
Women's soccer team won earlier today, 6-0.
Good for them. Who did they play?
Utah Club.
Utah Club.
I think it was the end of the preseason, I think. They might have 1 or 2 other non-league games coming up, but I think the rest of it is conference play.
If you're interested in watching more Badger sports, we bring you every game, every home game that the Badgers play in almost every sport right here on this YouTube channel. And there are the Huskies for a touchdown.
Go ahead. Oh, these are ours?
That was a touchdown from Micah Davis. And there are the Huskies.
I think you need to go right here. Isn't this for the press box? Isn't this the press box? You have to go through there.
Micah Davis with the touchdown there. Air Force is up 15-14 before the PAT. Kicking now for Air Force is Jose Rodriguez. And it's good. Huskies up 16-14. You know, the Badgers thought that they had that figured out, that offense figured out, but
they really did. It was a big pass play.
Yeah, it was that pass
got
play.
Them into position to get that touchdown.
Only the second completion that the Huskies have made. And
I think so.
What a completion that was. Just over a minute remaining here in the first half. We'll see if the Badgers can score before half. Remember, the Huskies won the coin toss and deferred, so they will begin the second half with the ball.
We'll see what the Badgers can do with well, by the time they get this, it's probably going to be a little under a minute 10, depending on if they return this or not.
Yeah. You know, the Badgers offense, they have the talent, they have the know-how, and Coach Mitchell, definitely a good coach here. We'll see if they can get it down the field quick. Rodriguez with the kick.
Very unusual lineup here for the Huskies on the kickoff.
Far left side.
And that's where they kick it, down in the left-hand corner.
Great kick. Taken at the 2-yard line.
And out to about the 28, maybe close to the 30.
With the carry there was Weston Barlow.
So a minute 3.
A minute 3 remaining.
And 2 timeouts. Is that right?
2 timeouts left for the Badgers. The Badgers have really been doing great at the passing game so far in this first half, so we'll see what they try to get the ball down the field. Huskies lined up with 4 on the line, 2 linebackers. Here's Braxton Kerr and makes the pass for almost a first down, I believe.
I think they're going to give it to him.
They are giving it to him right at the 40-yard line.
Clock continues to run. I thought they'd stop it to move the chains, but they didn't.
No, not quite. Let's see.
Kerr
Here's Kerr.
Breaks
the tackle. To Miley. Gain of 1 yard. It looked like a great pass, but only a gain of 1.
So 2nd and 10. Badgers got to get down the field. They can't just throw that out pass. They've got to get more yardage.
Right.
43 seconds remaining.
43 seconds left.
Kerr floats one over the middle, and that's going to be
picked off.
I don't know where he was looking.
But
he left it right in the middle of the field.
Right as he was being tackled, he threw it, and poor placement. The Huskies pick it off.
I don't know where he was looking.
That's the second pick that Kerr has thrown in this game.
Well, now the defense has got to be thinking the same thing that the Huskies were. Don't get in. Let them get in a position here for a field goal to add even more points.
Yeah. Stop them here. Stop them in the first possession of the next half, and then get some points on the board.
Man, it looks like the Huskies are going to be content
just going to
go
for a kneel.
Yeah, they only had 1 timeout remaining here for the first half, and that'll end it. So the Huskies with the 2-point lead, right?
2-point lead.
16-14. So the difference is the safety.
Yeah.
On the special teams.
In that very first score of the game, the Huskies lucked out. Huskies kick off to the Badgers, and the Badgers fumbled it, and it went out the end zone, and the refs called it a safety for the Huskies. And the Badgers have struggled to score since. At halftime, I'm Joe Williams with Gary Chittister for Snow TV. We'll see you in 20 minutes.
Okay. Oh.
from Spanish Fork.
That sounds right. I'm pretty sure he's probably related to Sam Higginson that played here. Good opening.
Oh, bringing it up the field.
Breaking a tackle.
And
oh,
down at the 4th. Welcome back. We're getting ready for the start of the first half. I'm Joe Williams along with Gary Chittister. Second half, excuse me.
Sorry we didn't get any stats. I went in at halftime to try to get some stats, and they had some issues with the computer in there. First home game, there's always something, right? Usually we provide the video to the big video scoreboard as well, and we got them the video. They had some trouble with it and weren't able to use any of our instant replays in the first half. Well, they're not going to be able to for the whole game. But we'll try to get that fixed for next week. And again, next week, Lackawanna, Pennsylvania will be the team that the Badgers will be hosting, and it will be an afternoon game.
Kickoff will be at 1 o'clock next Saturday. It's going to be a hot, sunny day.
So, Andrea, we've got to bring the umbrella next week. It's a 1 o'clock game, okay? Don't talk me into leaving it here.
Yeah, if you're planning on coming next week, bring your umbrella, not for the rain, for the sun.
Bring some sunscreen, a big hat. It will be warm.
So the Badgers were kicking off to the Huskies for the start of the second half. Badgers trail 16-2. Badgers have 2 touchdowns. Air Force Academy Prep has 2 touchdowns and a safety.
Kickoff going to be taken at about the 2-yard line
by Micah Davis. And he gets up to about the 23.
I think any time you can keep a return inside the 25, you're in pretty good shape.
I agree.
So we'll see what the Huskies can do here on their first possession here in the second half.
We'll see if the Badger defense continues to shut down the Husky offense. But the Huskies staying in their favorite formation there. 2 receivers, 1 on either side, 2 wings, and 1 fullback.
And
pass
off to the fullback. Oh, and he's battling, staying on his
scramble.
feet. Maybe a pickup of 3.
Maybe. Yeah, gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7.
Colby Ham on the carry, and he's been one of the better runners from that fullback position.
Him and Micah Davis for the Huskies so far have really been able to penetrate the Badger defense. The Huskies seriously favoring a running game here, where the Badgers have been favoring a passing game.
We'll call it a gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Little reverse action. That's something we haven't seen yet. And it's going to be Jordan Gidry on the carry.
We'll see if that was enough for a first down. I think it was.
I think you're right.
Yes, it was. So they'll move the chains.
So that time the Huskies got the momentum coming to the near side of the field.
Yeah.
Handed it off to Gidry, who went back the other way, almost a mini reverse.
A play we have not seen quite yet this game.
No, I think that's the first time we've seen that version.
Badgers lined up with 4 on the line and 4 on the line and 3 linebackers. Option to Micah Davis.
Davis trying to go wide. He's going to pick up
maybe a yard or 2.
I think they're going to give him 3. Got across the 35.
Yes, you're right.
Just short of 3.
Just short of 3. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
Very deliberate possession here by the Huskies.
Marching it slowly but surely down the field.
Taking their time. Now they broke out, and they've got 2 wideouts split wide to the right.
1 on the left.
And the single
Here's
wing
Ben
is
Britton.
Gidry.
Sent it down. Finally got him down. Who was that with the carry? That was Micah Davis. No. That was not Micah Davis.
John Eldridge.
John Eldridge.
Eldridge or Ham?
Oh.
Colby Ham.
Colby Ham. Colby Ham with the carry there.
So big third down here for the Badger defense and also for the offense.
Third
here for the Huskies trying to keep this drive moving.
3rd and 5. So not impossible for a run. He sent that wing out to receive, called a timeout.
Play clock was down to 4 seconds, and Britton decides that's not enough time to make this work. He calls the timeout. And again, I think that shows the importance of this particular possession for the Huskies.
Right.
First possession here of the second half. Try to keep some momentum going from late in the first half when they got that late touchdown.
Yeah, I agree.
So I talked with the assistant basketball coach at halftime about the new building.
Yeah.
And apparently there is a team weight room that's for the athletic teams, and then there's another weight room above it that is for the public.
Oh, okay.
Public and the rest of the school campus.
Absolutely beautiful new athletic center for the Badgers. There's Britton passing it off. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he
he
kept
kept it. He kept it and got it across the line for a gain of 7 and a first down.
Ran the triple option that time. He faked the handoff into the middle of the field to the fullback, ran it around, and then he had the option to pitch it back to the halfback, decides to turn it upfield on his own, and got the first down.
Great decision on his part and got him a first down.
Then he took the opportunity to run over and talk to the coaches to get the play.
Their wing set out to receiver. Set in motion and pitch.
Pitch is going to Guidry, and Guidry gets the corner and gets a great gain
Good
on
gain
first
of
down.
7 or 8 there.
Guidry gets up with a little bit of a spring in his step after that good carry.
So that was a gain of 7. We'll have 2nd and 3.
So the Huskies have gone more with the single wing this time and,
Yeah.
and 3 wideouts.
And it's really been working for him on this drive.
Hand off to the fullback, and boy, the whole pile moves forward.
Just a
Badgers
big pile.
made contact early, but the pile got pushed forward, and I think it's going to be enough for the first down.
We'll see what they call.
I think they're going to place it
Place
right
it.
at the 45.
Place it right at the 45,
If they didn't
and
get,
they're moving the
they're
chains.
going to give it to them. So very methodical moving down the field right now for the Huskies.
Slow and steady, but still steady enough to keep moving the chains there.
First down into Badger territory. And again, just the single wing, 3 wideouts, 2 left, 1 right. And Colby Ham in the backfield behind Britt. Hand off
Britton
to
to
Ham.
Ham, and he is stopped and held back right at the line of scrimmage. No
Yeah,
gain.
No gain there at all.
A good stop for the Badger defense. They really needed that stop there.
You've got to keep this Husky team in 2nd and long, 3rd and long. They did convert the one huge long third down play
3rd and 25 it was.
to get the touchdown. But you've still got to put him in that position and take him out of this option. Britton back to pass, got a man
To
out in the
Micah
flats.
Davis.
Davis, yep. Badgers were late getting out on him.
But that may have not been enough.
I think it's enough for the
I
first
think
down.
it
They're
was
moving
too.
it again.
They are moving the chains yet again. So at the Badgers' 35-yard line, the Huskies will keep the ball. You know, they're favoring that single wing now. They really are. That first half, we saw a double wing in almost every play, but now they've had the single wing. Colby Ham just hammered and hammered.
Ham did a great job just to get back to the line of scrimmage because he was hit in the backfield, spun away from that tackle, got hit again, spun away again. Great effort by Ham just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
So the Badgers have been doing a pretty good job on first down, second down, but Air Force doing a great job of ending up getting the first down eventually, and that's all they care about.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if you go from second down to first down or third down to first down. As long as you get that first down, the Huskies will be happy. Only 15 yards away from the red zone.
Tyler Brown is now in a fullback position, and they've gone back to the double wing now.
Yes, they have. One receiver on the right, and they hand that off to Jordan Guidry.
Guidry's going to be close to the first down. Looks like maybe 3 yards short. Gain of 7.
3 yards shy of a first down. So it'll be 3rd and 3.
Good run by Guidry.
Very.
Taking that pitch, catching the edge. Again, we mentioned that Tyler Brown is now in at fullback.
They pulled out Colby Ham after he was hammered in that fullback position.
Big third down here, 3rd and 3.
No, that was Tyler Brown with the run.
I don't think he got it. Maybe a yard. But this could be 4-down territory or maybe field goal.
Maybe
range.
field goal.
I don't know their kicker.
I saw before the game the kicker was able to make a field goal from the 37-yard line or so. Air Force's kicker is Jose Rodriguez. But they're going
4th and 2, and they're going for it.
Left the offense on the field. 4th and 2 at the Badgers' 27-yard line. Badgers set up to blitz.
Oh, and they cut the fullback right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be over on downs, and that's what the Badger defense needed. They are fired up coming off the field.
Not amazing field position, but they were able to keep the Huskies scoreless in the first possession of the half.
I'm really surprised that the Huskies didn't try to get to the outside. They've had a little bit more success on that pitch play, at least on this drive. I'm surprised they didn't try to get it to the outside and catch the corner with either Davis or with Guidry.
Yeah, they sent him right up the middle there. So here's Braxton Kerr in the shotgun position.
And he runs the option. He keeps it. Gets to the 30.
Gets 3 yards.
Air Force was coming on a blitz that time.
The fake there to Shamaluani. And Braxton Kerr with a gain of 3. Kerr's thrown two interceptions this game.
There's a great pass play.
Great pass.
Quick pass out in the flats and getting upfield.
Tajon Palmer with a gain of, about 10 or 12 there.
Okay. Up for the first down. The Badgers move the chains. And quickly with the no-huddle offense.
From their own 44-yard line, here are the Badgers. And he throws a Hail Mary out of bounds to nobody.
Kerr was under a lot of pressure that time.
The pocket collapsed almost immediately there.
And he was just getting rid of the ball, I think.
Yeah. Smart move, avoid the sack, keep the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Luani in the backfield with Kerr. Kerr's also got fullback, or is that?
Flanked by Ron Tiavasue. And he hands it to Luani, who goes right up the middle, and he gets the first down into Husky territory. The Huskies' 44-yard line. 45-yard line, excuse me.
Shamaluani, a sophomore running back from Kimball, California.
Luani has really been a great asset for the Badgers this game. Got to the line of scrimmage there. That was Ron Tiavasue with the run. Oh, excuse me. That was also Luani with the run.
Not much there, but Luani gets positive yards, gets 1.
Gets 1. Kerr in the shotgun.
Luani came out now, though.
Yes, he did.
And Kerr keeps it. He's going to try the left side. He's got some room
to run. And goes
right up lowers the shoulder, picks up the first down. Nice run by Kerr.
First down and a couple.
I'll tell you what that does is that keeps the defense honest and not keying all the time on the running backs.
Yeah. The Badgers really favoring that hurry up, no huddle. Kerr with the throw.
Pass out in the flats to
Tiavasue.
Yep.
A gain of about 5.
Badgers have got the Huskies maybe a little bit on their heels and trying to keep this pressure, keep the pressure up.
No huddle after no huddle.
Almost bobbled that time. Bouncing off his own blocker and spinning and picking up the first down.
Is that Shamaluani there?
I don't know if he came back in. I think it was actually Sione Malisi. No. No, it was Cesar Warren.
Yeah.
Cesar Warren, who checked into the ball game, picks up that first down.
So we've got 1st and 10 on the Huskies' 21-yard line. Here's Shamaluani.
And
Badger touchdown!
Shamaluani for the score.
And the Badgers will take the lead. Just back and forth, these teams with the lead. I'll tell you what, Gary, the Badgers really needed that score there to keep the momentum going into this second half.
So Pisano is on to try the extra point.
Last time a extra point was kicked here, it went onto the roof, and there was another one onto the roof of the new building.
I think that's the challenge.
Yes.
So the Badgers take the lead back. Defense holds on the first possession by Air Force Prep. And the Badgers come back and turn it into 7 points.
21-16.
Good game back and forth.
Yeah. An entertaining game to watch. Very entertaining game.
It's been a game of adjustments. The Badgers not so much through the air that time. They kept it on the ground for the most part.
Yeah.
Shamaluani with big carries. Cesar Warren with a good run.
And put 7 points on the board. So back to receive for the Huskies is number 2, Micah Davis. Micah Davis and Jordan Guidry have both been great running backs for the Huskies.
I think Colby Ham's had some good runs as well.
Yes, he sure has too. So kicking now for the Badgers is Jose Pisano. Pisano is the freshman from Lehigh, Utah. Badgers setting up their formation. And here's the kick. Deep in the right side corner.
Davis going to try to take it the other direction, and he's dragged down from behind at the
10-yard line, their own 10-yard line.
Great defensive or special teams effort that time for the Badgers. I think it is it Way Stanton?
Yes, it was.
Stanton from Spanish Fork. Listed as a freshman wide receiver, playing some special teams, and did a great job there.
Awful field position for the Huskies. But they were able to march it down the field on their last possession.
This might be the worst starting position they've had in this game. They've had some pretty good starts.
They really have.
Hand off to the fullback.
Hand off and gain of 4.
Yeah.
We'll have 2nd and 6.
Tyler Brown is in at the fullback position now for the Huskies.
He has 3 receivers, 2 on his right, 1 on his left, and he throws it.
That's going to lose yardage.
Loss right back to the 10-yard line where they started.
Pretty close to that. That looked like it almost could have been a lateral. I don't know if they're maybe trying to set that up to where you throw that pass backwards out there, and then he can turn and throw it downfield. But that did lose at least 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 8.
It was Max Christensen, number 88 for the Badgers, with the tackle. So we'll have 3rd and 8.
Again, Tyler Brown still at the fullback position. Got the 2 wings. Man in motion. There's the quick pitch. Oh, almost got
the first down, but not quite.
Got the corner, got upfield, close to the 20-yard line, but that's going to be about a yard short. I think that was a new carrier too, John Eldridge. He's been in there a little bit, but that's one of the first real key plays for him. But showed some speed. He got the pitch, turned the corner, just came up a little short.
Special teams will take the field to punt it away. Back to receive for the Badgers is Wembley Miley. Good runner, very elusive, but kind of butterfingers here in this game.
He's mishandled a couple of punts.
Miley.
They kick it over on the angle.
No matter what, the Badgers will have amazing field position at the Huskies 45, and that was a hard takedown.
That was a hard hit. Miley went up the sidelines over there on the far side, picked up about 12, 13 yards on the return, gets into Air Force territory. So good starting position here for the Badgers on their first possession, second half.
With the hard tackle there for the Huskies was Jeremiah Palacia.
Had some people asking about the ambulance leaving. They just went on a call. It was no one here at the football game that was injured.
Right. Earlier in the night, the Huskies it was Everett Smalley go down and stay down, but he was able to get up and, we have a fumble.
Are they gonna call him down? Nope. They're gonna give it to the Huskies. I think it was Sione Malisi on the carry.
Dropped it. Great defense by the Huskies.
Yeah, I think it was Malisi, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Boy, that's tough. Badgers have great field position, turn it right over on their
on the first play of the possession. So the Huskies will have great field position starting off their second possession.
Back to pass is Britton under some pressure. Steps up, gets away, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Great job by Britton to be able to avoid the sack that time and just get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Unusual, too, that you see Air Force prep on the very first down, go into a pass play.
Going for a pass. They've really liked to keep it on the ground, and they've only completed 4 or 5 passes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I wish I had some stats, but we never did get a halftime printout.
Some technical issues going on with the equipment here.
Hand off to the wingman, bounces off the first tackle, lowers the shoulder, and turns it upfield.
With the
Marquise Brown.
Yeah. So 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11, excuse me. From their own 42-yard line, here are the Huskies. After a hard turnover, the Badger defense has done a really good job of shutting down whatever the Huskies have tried getting going on this possession.
It's 3 down linemen here for the Badgers on this 3rd down.
They're looking for the pass, and
pass is caught, but it did not gain maybe a yard.
Micah Davis with the catch, but Bujon Boyd with the tackle there.
Great defensive effort there.
Great defense effort. So special teams will take the field.
Bujon Boyd from Mesa, Arizona.
Lots of players from Mesa on this Badger team.
Well, if people are just finding out, the Badgers used to play a lot of teams in Arizona.
Right.
Now they don't play anybody because all of the Arizona schools have dropped football. Badgers used to play Phoenix College, Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Those were the 4 teams in Maricopa County. They also played Arizona Western in Yuma, Arizona, Eastern Arizona in Thatcher, Arizona, and in Tucson. I'm having a moment. But they're in Tucson. How come I can't think of it?
But
anyway,
every single one of those schools has dropped football
Exactly.
since.
Maricopa County started it. They decided to drop. And I've heard rumors that there's a group in Maricopa County that's trying to bring football back. But as of yet, that hasn't happened. Arizona Western decided to follow suit.
Back to receive for the Badgers is Miley.
They've been trying to kick away from Miley. Miley lining up on the left. And he
calls for the fair
and
catch.
lets it go over his head. It actually takes a Badger bounce.
It goes to their own 21-yard line, so decent field position to start their possession.
I'm surprised Miley signaled a fair catch and didn't try to catch it, but it worked out well. It took kind of a Badger bounce and then over towards the sideline.
Yeah.
So let's see if the Badgers can actually get some momentum going here. They had one play on their first possession here in the second half, and we've already ended the third quarter. The Badgers had one play in the entire third quarter.
Yeah.
Kerr, quick pass out in the flats. Got a man open.
They did actually have
just
that
a couple.
They did have that possession where they scored a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
And
what
then
am I thinking?
The next
Their
possession.
first possession, they
their
did
first
score. You're
possession,
right.
they took it down and scored. So the Badgers are leading the Huskies by 5.
Yeah, you got to remember, you're dealing with an old man here that kind of forgets things. You're right. First possession, they did score. Second possession was only one play.
Here's Kerr.
Pass out on the flats again.
A good gain there.
Who was that?
That was Tajon Palmer. We haven't seen much of him so far this game, but that was a good gain of.
Well, he caught the ball right at the line of scrimmage, made a good move, and got upfield to pick up, 5?
I think so.
So big third down here for the Badgers. Third and
8.
4?
Third and 8.
No, 4.
Third and 5. Third
Okay.
and 5. Yeah.
I forget things and I can't see as well, but I knew that wasn't 8.
I was looking at the scoreboard instead of at the field, and that was my mistake.
Don't trust the scoreboard. Play action,
Oh.
ball's tipped in the air, incomplete, and the Badgers will have to punt it away. So the Badgers take the first possession of the second half, score, but the next 2 possessions, one play and then 3 and out.
Yeah.
So
With the block there for the Huskies was Demetrius Dorcius out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
unusual punt formation here for the Badgers. They go 3 split wide to the left. And it's going to be a rugby-style punt. Nope.
Oh, and they're going for it, and they have the first down. A trick play that turns out well.
On the fake punt that time is Kevin Wright from Dayton, Ohio. And Kevin Wright was lined up like he was going to do a rugby punt, and he just keeps running, and if they come at him, then he punts it away. And,
right.
And Air Force kind of turned their back on him. So he kept the ball and turned it upfield and got that
first down.
Yep.
So a big break for the Badgers from their own 40-yard line.
Kerr, pass out on the flats again. Miley
with the
just can't make if he makes that catch clean, he turns it upfield and he's got good yardage.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't hold on to it. It goes up in the air, turns it into a little circus feat, and picks up 1 yard.
No turnover.
Thank goodness. Yep.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 9. So the Badgers, no, we got a timeout.
Timeout.
Air Force has taken a timeout here to talk things over a little bit, and that is their second timeout here of the second half.
21-16 with 12 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, this game is no stretch of the imagination over.
No.
Very close game, 5 minutes or 5 point difference. Did you say the time? 12:37 remaining?
12:37 remaining in the fourth quarter, yeah.
Big possession here for the Badgers. Well, I think it's almost safe to say I think every possession is going to be important from now on.
Yeah, if the Badgers, if they can't score, they just have to keep the ball out of the hands of the Huskies and keep this lead for another 12 minutes. Easier said than done, though.
Kerr moves the fullback.
Kerr in shotgun, and he hands it off. Loss of 2, excuse me. So it'll be 3rd and 11.
Jackson O'Hare from Gilbert, Arizona was in at the fullback position.
3rd and 10. Right back to where they started. Badgers own 40-yard line.
Kerr back to
Kerr
pass, has time, a lot of time, has a man open over the middle, and he drops
it. That was, who was that? Jackson O'Hare.
O'Hare was open right in the middle of the field, right at the first down marker, and dropped it.
Special teams comes out for the second time this possession. That first punt looked like a rugby punt and turned into a first down.
Kevin Wright's back in again. See if the Badgers, now they might do it going the other side because they've got the same formation to the right side instead of the left.
And the Huskies have brought up their extra backs to the line to make sure that he doesn't. Micah Davis calls for the fair catch, and he has it at about their own 16-yard line, 17-yard line.
Well, Kevin Wright is a left-footed kicker, so I figured he probably was not going to go to the right that time.
Right.
Even though that's the way the formation was set up.
Yeah, the Huskies wanted to make sure that they did not give up a second first down. So here are the Huskies.
Hand off to the fullback. Not much
and the
there.
Fullback maybe a yard.
Not much there.
No, not much.
Maybe next week we set up our equipment in the stands, and really in the stands, not just.
Yeah. Yeah, we were saying earlier we have the press. We aren't in the press box. We're right to the side of the press box, and it's covering about half of the north end zone from our view. So Gary's gone down the stairs a little bit to see if he can see the end zone a bit better.
Here's the quick pitch, and trying to get to the corner is Guidry, I think.
And
Guidry.
A good stop for the Badger defense.
It's going to be a gain of maybe 3, maybe 4 as they get now 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Right back on the Huskies' own 18-yard line. Mitch Medina with the tackle on that one. Huskies in a single wing formation.
Hand off to the fullback. Ball's loose. The Badgers might have come up with it.
We'll see what they call.
They do.
And the Badgers have it
it
on the Huskies' 16-yard line.
Wow, that was, first off, it was kind of a strange call. You're down by 5 points. I get it that you're deep in your own territory. Maybe you don't want to pass. But
the passing game has not been going amazing for the Huskies.
That's the first turnover, isn't it?
First turnover by the Huskies, by Air Force, yeah.
So the Badgers get it.
Been a problem for Snow College. The the amount of turnovers that have been going.
Well, 2 interceptions and a fumble.
Yep. Kerr passes it. Oh, no. Kerr.
Inside the 10 to about the 6.
And he has the first down. And he has the first down. So it'll be first and goal from the Huskies' 6-yard line.
Luani's in the backfield with Kerr.
And he passes it to Luan, hands it to Luani.
And Luani's still on his feet. He fumbled
Did he have it?
I don't think he got to the end zone.
He
did
got
fumble
out.
it. He had it knocked out of his hands.
He got out of bounds.
They're going to call it just inside the 2. Ball is just inside the 2-yard line.
This will be 2nd and 2. 2nd and goal.
Never mind. Holding.
Holding.
Holding on the Badgers, going to put it back and replay 2nd. You know, this happened a couple of times against Butler, too. You know, the Badgers had some momentum, got in a good position, penalty, turnover. They've got to clean things up a little bit before they play Lackawanna next week.
And that
Lackawanna, I think, was ranked in the top 20. In fact, the Badgers are going to, over half their schedule is against top-ranked teams.
the Badgers are ranked number 10 right now. So here's Kerr with Luani on his left. Looking for the throw. Almost picked off.
Almost picked off.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Kerr throwing all the way back across the field, and one Husky cut in front of the play, got his hands on it, and tipped it up in the air. Badgers fortunate to come away with an incomplete.
So this is 2nd and 12. Here's Kerr.
Rolls to the right, under some pressure, dumps it underneath. Is that Luani?
No, he throws that to Amin Fafita, it looks like.
I'll take your word for it. You are correct, sir. Big third down here for the Badgers.
Very big.
Definitely in field goal possession, but you'd really like to get a touchdown here.
But even if you do get the field goal, you're still ahead by a touchdown and one. And is that Luani? Yeah, Shama Luani.
Now, do you go for it?
To the 2-yard line.
You go
so
for it.
So it's 4th and 2. They're sending out.
They're going to kick the field goal.
This will put them ahead by 8 if they make it. So a 10-yard attempt for the Badgers.
So this, if he makes it, it'll be a touchdown, 2-point conversion ahead.
Kicking for him is Jose Pisano. And it's good.
Low, but
good.
Yep. So the Badgers get some points after the turnover by the Huskies.
So now they're more than a touchdown ahead. It is 24-16 with just over 8 minutes left in the game.
Well, thanks, Mike Johnson, 553, who chatted Pima. I don't know how I forgot that. Pima College in Tucson. They're the ones that drop football as well.
Okay.
So I think I got them all covered. Took me a minute, but and I needed some help apparently, but.
So thank you. Was that Mike Johnson? Thank you.
553.
Mike Johnson, 553. The joys of streaming on YouTube.
So now Air Force Prep, who we're playing now, is actually the closest team that the Badgers are playing. Everybody else is Kansas, Iowa, Miami, and Pennsylvania.
Touchback.
Yep, touchback.
Touchback. So
25-yard line for Air Force Prep.
yeah.
And we had some other whistles too. Did we have a flag? Yep, we got a flag down at the 35-yard line.
I got to give a quick shout out to my mom and dad. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for the critique.
My dad called me at halftime and said, "Stop clearing your throat so much." So thank you for that, Dad.
Okay, so the penalty was against the Huskies.
Yep.
That moves it back to the 13-yard line.
Yeah.
12 and a half.
So not great field position for the Huskies.
Oh, handoff to Ham, and Ham goes
And
nowhere.
A
In fact,
loss of 2.
Yeah, he's going to lose a yard or 2. Badgers have been reading that handoff to the fullback pretty darn well.
Yeah. This Badger defense has figured out their running game pretty well and has been able to shut it down.
Tuiumi Iono with the tackle. Yidri in motion, flag on the play, somebody move.
Let's see what the call is. Probably a false start.
Yeah, I think we're going to have illegal procedure here on the Huskies. Badgers going to. Oh, wow.
Offsides on the Badgers.
Somebody jumped offsides and made contact on Snow College.
So that's a
5 freebie.
Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'm going to the stands again. Now what are we trying to do here? Taking a long time to. Now they finally get the play clock started. So 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6. They're in that double wing formation again. Handed it out to the fullback for a gain of maybe 2.
Colby Ham on the carry.
Be 3rd and 4 coming up.
This second half seems like it's gone very quick, though.
It really has, because
both teams have kept it on the ground.
Yep. Only 1 score in this second half. 2 scores, I guess. 1 touchdown and 1 field goal by the Badgers.
Oh, great defensive play that time by the Badgers.
Loss of 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think that was Trace Tupe that came in on a blitz and chased down Britton from behind.
So the Huskies will bring out their punting team.
Great job, Trace Tupe.
So back to receive for the Badgers is going to be Wembley Miley again. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Miley has amazing instincts when he has the ball, but the problem is getting the ball.
Got to secure it.
Yep. So here's Miley. Good punt.
Yeah, low driving kick, and Miley lets it go over his
Miley.
head. What a huge.
Wow. What a good punt.
Now he picks it up, has nowhere to go, and he's swarmed under at the 20-yard line. That is a huge kick.
That is a good punt for the Huskies. As soon as Miley had it, he was met by a wall.
That's
of 3 or
almost
4.
a 70-yard punt. Very unofficial, but somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 yards. That's so important. You got to get over, even if you're not going to return it. Get over and make a fair catch and catch it.
Right.
Because that ball went 20 yards on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get to where the ball is going to be, or else you're going to lose another, like you said, 20 or 30 yards. Kerr keeps it.
Great job by Kerr again. Almost everybody thought that was going to Shama Luane. He pulled it out and turned it upfield. the Huskies were coming from the weak side, and I think they might have been able to track down Shamaluane, but Braxton Kerr keeps it and picks up 3.
So here's Kerr. Low pass. A late hit, but no call.
Intended for Kevin Wright.
The late hit by DeCarly and Townsend from Cleveland, Ohio. Again, no call, though.
Brings up a 3rd down. Get a couple of first downs here, and you can put this away. Pass right over the middle. Great pass and a great catch.
Pass.
Still on his feet.
Is that
Serquan Hawkins.
good for them?
I wasn't sure about that. Braxton Kerr kind of threw that off his back foot, and I wasn't sure. All of a sudden, Hawkins came out of nowhere, makes the catch, turns it upfield for a huge gain.
A huge gain. Just hit the 5-minute mark left in the game. Badgers on the Huskies' 40-yard line. Here's Kerr.
Again to pass.
Again over the middle. Oh, my goodness.
Took a big hit, but inside the 10-yard line.
And that was Jackson O'Hare.
Good for him.
Jackson O'Hare, 6'1" freshman from Gilbert, Arizona.
He had missed that one on 3rd down.
Yeah.
But makes the catch here and makes a great catch.
A great play. Kerr to O'Hare. So 1st and goal on the Huskies' 9-yard line.
Down to 10 seconds on the play clock.
Badgers better snap it. 5 seconds left on the play clock. And they get it off in time. No gain there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Shamaluane. Nope. That was Soma Ikaika.
Ikaika? Soma
Hilu.
Ikaika. Hilu. Halu did a good job of just not getting caught in the backfield.
Yes.
Because there was good penetration that time by the Huskies.
So no gain on that play. 2nd and 9.
Handoff again to Halu.
Halu. And a gain of about 3.
That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from about the 7. Now Shama checks back in.
Shamaluane here.
Oh, he might be in.
Does he have it?
He's in.
Does he have it? Badger touchdown.
Shamaluane had great patience. There wasn't a lot there.
Yeah.
They hand it off to him. He kind of stutter steps a little bit, waits for a hole, and then lowers the shoulder and gets in there.
Badgers up 30-16 as the special teams comes out to kick the point after.
The last 2 yards were all Shamaluane.
Oh, yeah. Luane, such a powerhouse here, especially in this second half.
Yes.
Really breaking out, and I think he scored both the touchdowns in this second half.
High snap.
Pisano right through the uprights for the
good.
extra point. 31-16, Badgers up by 15 points.
And only 2:51 remaining here. I think Badger fans can maybe relax just a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of talent on this Husky team, though. I think there's going to be some guys that if you remember these names, you'll hear about them playing for Air Force Academy in maybe a couple of years.
Oh yeah. And I was surprised when I got the roster. The Badgers team is almost double the size of this Husky team.
Well, you see that on the road. They're only going to travel 2 buses, and you got to have some room. The Badgers have home games. They've got quite a few players. They don't travel near that.
Right.
So the Badgers have trips left. They've got to go They finished their Kansas trips. They've got to go to ASA Miami.
In
and
Florida.
then they go to Iowa. I can't remember if it's Iowa Central or Iowa Western.
Iowa Central, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, so they've got Iowa Western coming here, I believe.
And 3 remaining home games for the Badgers.
Right. Next week against Lackawanna.
You know, that's the hard thing about being an independent team. The Badgers will only play 8 games this season, 4 at home and 4 on the road. And like you were saying, the road games are a long journey. 2 in Kansas, 1 in Iowa, and 1 in Florida.
Okay, so that's just the opposite. They play Iowa Western in Iowa.
Oh, okay.
And Iowa Central is here.
Okay.
And if I remember right, Garden City was ranked number 3.
Right.
Butler was 10. Lackawanna, I'd have to look it up, but I think Iowa Central and Iowa Western are both ranked as well. Britton back to pass under some pressure, throws it at the feet of the receiver, incomplete.
High hit, no call.
Colby Ham's probably going to go back to Britton and say, hey, if I'm going to get hit like that, you might as well throw it to me where I can catch it.
Yeah, thrown right at the feet, and then Ham just
he still
pounded.
Got hit. I think Ham went off the field now. They've got a new fullback in there.
Single wing.
Not new, but it's Tyler Brown.
Micah Davis with the catch and a loss of about 5 and thrown out of bounds.
I think they're going to give him his forward momentum pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He was hit and pushed back, but he stayed on his feet. Then the Badgers recovered and took him down, but I think they're going to give him that initial momentum.
So it'll be 3rd and 11. The Huskies have struggled when it's 3rd and long like this, only converting the 3rd and 25 on that amazing pass play to Micah Davis earlier.
And Britton was getting hit as he made that throw.
And there's Britton.
And he goes nowhere. That's going to be a loss of, 9 yards on the pass play.
That was thrown to Jordan Guidry.
Right. And now a late flag on the Badgers. Why do that?
Yeah.
The Badgers have got to work on this discipline. There is no reason to pick up an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty with 1:51 remaining, 4th quarter, and you've got the lead.
You're up
that
by
makes
15
no sense.
points. You're up by 2 touchdowns. Why risk it? The call there on Duke Atiga.
Yeah, the Badgers have got to work on some of that discipline. This game's already determined, but I just hate to see that.
Yeah.
You've got Lackawanna coming in next week. In fact, let me check that. Oh, dang it. Had an update on the Aggies.
Here are the Huskies. Britton with a single fullback. And knocked down by Badgers' Jason Money. I'll tell you, that knockdown was money.
Were you waiting for that?
What was that?
Were you waiting for that?
Oh, I was waiting for that. I was planning that all along. Huskies 2-10. 2nd and 10. 1:35 remaining on the game clock. Micah Davis with an amazing catch.
What a catch. A one-handed catch by Davis, and he picks up the first down. That ball was thrown pretty hard, too, and Davis just went
look
out
at
with
this
the left
catch.
hand and pulled it down. That was great. Good job by Andrea Bustillo on the instant replay. Britton back to pass again, looks over the middle.
And
incomplete.
Looking for either Jordan Guidry or Micah Davis, and neither of them could get to it in time. With just over a minute remaining and the Badgers up by 2 touchdowns, I think it's pretty safe to say that Badger fans can rest easy tonight.
Yeah, you got to have some pride here too, and keep them off the scoreboard one more time.
Oh yes, great home opener for the Badgers.
Badgers showing blitz. Now they come a little bit
And
late. Good pressure right up the
Good
middle.
pressure, collapse the pocket, and take down Britton for the sack.
Think Jalen Wilson? No?
Oh, no, that was number 92, Nathan Latu.
92. I thought it was 82. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. The Huskies only have 1 timeout remaining. Britton falling back, throws it down, and he's got it.
Opening.
Xavier Guillory from Spokane, Washington.
Nice
with the
pass
catch
by
there.
Britton.
That was a great play there for an amazing gain.
Stood in the pocket, found the open man.
30 seconds remaining.
And they stopped the clock with a
spike.
spike. Looked like one of the coaches on the far side didn't expect that. Saving the 1 timeout they have left, I guess.
Yep. You got to score quick here. That's a good reminder from our stadium announcer that next Saturday, September 14th, the Badgers will play Lackawanna College here at their home field. Start time is 1 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Britton looking for Davis there, but not quite.
And a late flag. What was that I was saying about discipline?
That's a good point. That's 2 just unnecessary calls. 2 unnecessary actions from the Badgers.
So that puts the ball down just outside the red zone here, 21-yard line.
Yep, 1st and 10 from the Badgers' 21-yard line. The Huskies making a drive that they could be proud of if there was more than 15 seconds left on the clock.
But that just ended it right there. Britton got sacked. The ball came loose.
And there's
Badgers say they have it. And the
We'll see
defense
what the
is
call
coming
is.
off. They do.
And they do. Under 10 seconds remaining. The Badger ball.
So we invite everybody to join us next week for the home game, 1 o'clock, as you mentioned earlier, Lackawanna College.
It's going to be a good game.
Should be a really good game. First meeting, I believe, between these 2 teams. I don't think Lackawanna and the Badgers have ever played each other before.
Badgers will probably just take a knee here, and we'll call it a game.
Trying to think, the Badgers have played Iowa Central. I know we've played either Iowa Central or Iowa Western, but I don't think we've played both of them.
And the Badgers win 31-16 in their home opener. Thank you so much for joining us for this amazing and fun game to watch.
Please go to youtube.com/SnowBadgerTV, subscribe. and you should get information about all Badger sports that we carry. We also live stream the business seminars, entrepreneurship seminars on Wednesdays at 12:30, and convocations on Thursday at 12:30, which pretty good events for you, culture experience.
Yes, sir. Signing off for Snow TV, this is Joe Williams and Gary Chittister. Thank you so much for joining us.